Today I tell you about futuristic and amazing boats and yacht. Turanor PlanetSolar touring or PlanetSolar in the 21st century, people have become much more focused on alternative energy sources. For example, the world's largest solar-powered ship was built 11 years ago. The launch took place on March the 31st, 2010. In May 2012, PlanetSolar became the world's first solar-powered ship to circumnavigate the globe. It is a Swiss project founded by researcher Raphael Domian. It was built by the Konya Rim shipyard in Kiel. In Germany, the gigantic vessel is 101 feet long compared to other boats. This one has a flat design, and for a good reason. Its 5,007 square feet are covered with solar panels with a combined capacity of 93.5 kilowatts. To enable the vessel to store energy and move even in adverse weather, the ship carries 12 tons of lithium-ion batteries. The aerodynamic hull tested in a wind tunnel allows the vessel to reach up to 10 miles per hour. WALHALLA. We talk about motorhomes on the channel all the time. However, houseboats are much rarer, but we did find one for you, the 69-foot vessel with the majestic name. WALHALLA was built in 2012, commissioned by an elderly couple from the UK. What sets it apart from all other vessels is its original design. The hull, for example, is all steel and inspired by the 007 movies. The interior, on the contrary, is very traditional with only natural materials. WALHALLA has a fully fledged recreation area, a kitchen, study, a bedroom, a dining room, and even a library and 2 bathrooms. Since it was built as a house, all the appliances and electronics needed for comfort can also be found on board. Iguana Pro Interceptor Rib. The next transport we're going to tell you about could be in a James Bond movie, and not only because of its appearance. The Interceptor Rib is a special 33-foot vessel developed by the specialist from Iguana Pro to cope with the most complex and risky tasks. It's ideal for surveillance and reconnaissance, high-speed target interception, infiltration, evacuation, rescue, and first aid missions. Interceptor Rib is an amphibious vehicle that switches between land and water use in seconds. The ship is helped by crawler platforms, which, by the way, cope with the most different types of surfaces, such as mud, sand, gravel, and even rocks. They allow the vehicle to move even on 22-degree slopes. Interceptor Rib's reinforced carbon fiber hull, combined with an impact-absorbing design, protects passengers from injury. The vessel can withstand 9G impacts and accelerate to 57 miles per hour in less than 2 minutes. Himiko Water Bus. The last vehicle on our list today was designed by the famous Japanese artist Leiji Matsumoto. You can see this model in the rivers of Tokyo right now, as it belongs to the local transportation company, Tokyo Cruise Ship, and works as a river bus. These ships are an alternative to land-based public transport for city residents, but it's not difficult to guess why Himiko is very popular, especially among tourists. Its unusual futuristic design is eye-catching, and its streamlined silver metal body was clearly inspired by a spaceship. Himiko has a capacity of 78 passengers. Its travel time, according to the planned route, is about 1 hour, and the ride costs between $9 and $18. Shadow 6 Typhoon First Aquatic Utility Vehicle. Yes, you heard that right. This is how Shadow 6 Racing describes its vehicles, and over 10 feet long and with a capacity of up to 3 passengers. This AUV is made from titanium and carbon fiber and is powered by a gasoline engine after all. It's an SUV, albeit an aquatic one. Glider SS, 1856 foot long. Glider SS 18 yacht looks like a futuristic concept created by some designer, though it's actually real. Moreover, thanks to the strange shape, the yacht moves quite smoothly. The shape of the hull, the propulsion system, and the stability control system are actually tuned to the sea conditions. This allows the yacht to glide over the waves instead of through them. Like other yachts, the top speed of the Glider SS-18 is 57 miles per hour, and the cabin can accommodate 4 passengers and a pilot. Well, if this yacht looks familiar, but you can't remember where you've seen it. There was a similar stealth chip in the movie Tomorrow Never Dies. Sea Breacher semi-submersible watercraft is so famous it even has its own Wikipedia page, and it deserves it. It's a submarine-type watercraft that's shaped like a large marine mammal. A flower of fish unlike other boats that only operate on a two-dimensional plane. The Sea Breacher operates more like an airplane. This allows the watercraft to carve left and right, jump over, dive under, and cut through the waves. Some models are even capable of doing a barrel roll, that is a 360-degree turn, operating the Sea Breachers. Really simple. You should remember that Sea Breachers designed for short and shallow dives underwater, usually no deeper than 5 to 6 feet below the surface. Novice users dive for 5 to 10 seconds, and more experienced pilots can stay underwater for up to 1 minute. But the most important thing is, of course, the view. When the Sea Breacher rushes through the water at about 25 miles per hour, the pilot and passenger can observe the underwater world through the canopy and viewing window. WAMV of 33. Unlike other boats, ships, jet skis, and other vessels, the WAMV 33 is not meant to be handled by people. It's an autonomous modular vessel, super light, and with a very small level of water submersion. It can operate in conditions in which a conventional boat of the same size simply wouldn't last very long. Well, WAMV 33 could possibly be used for marine research, surveying the coast, testing robotic technology. Naughty craft. When it comes to cars, no one's surprised they have suspension. But what about the boat Australian company? Not a craft. Dunsborough developed hydraulic marine suspension technology inspired by similar systems and off-road vehicles. People who have to go to sea regularly know that vessel slamming causes injuries, fatigue, and sickness. The only way to slow down, be not a craft suspension, allows you to maintain speed by reducing impacts by up to 80%, which means safety performance and a number of other benefits. Well, a marine suspension is also quite an exciting development. When you're not being tossed around by the waves, Jet Capsule has a very unusual shape for a boat and reminds of vacuum wireless headphones or an iron. However, the manufacturer calls the Jet Capsule a compact luxury yacht. It's made from 70 carbon fiber like a supercar and has photochromic windows that change their transparency depending on the intensity of the light. The Jet Capsule is powered by 1 or 2 engines ranging from 370 to 740 horsepower. The top speed of about 40 miles per hour, despite their small size. Compared to the conventional yachts, these vessels have enough space inside to take several people to the island where they can sleep comfortably on board. The interior of the Jet Capsule can be changed depending on the wishes of the owner. For example, you can add a bathroom bed, a sun deck. Robot 3. How could we not mention an autonomous bus designed to move on water? Sure, it's more like a robotic boat, but it's 13 feet long, can carry 5 passengers, and is controlled using the most advanced navigation technology to guide the Robot 3 from point A to point B. Obstacles and potential collisions are fed to the control algorithm. It sends instructions to the thrusters that move the boat through the water. In addition, the control system and the hull adapt to the number of people in the boat. The boat can transport. People deliver cargo or transform into a floating bridge. But the best thing about Robo 3 is that it performs its tasks 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, without a skipper on board. One operator is enough to remotely control more than 50 rowboat units. This project has already been launched in Amsterdam. We know of at least 2 boats that have been launched in the very center of the city. There's a reason for the location. The historical center of the city is not very good for active car traffic. Keep in mind, there are also cyclists and public transport.